Hey book lovers, Victoria here and you're watching My Books Me. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my reading resolutions for 2017, what I hope to achieve reading wise and booktube and blogging wise. So firstly, my reading goal. My reading goal when I started booktube and getting back into books in 2015, I started off small and I ended up increasing it and I managed to read I think 52 books in 2015. So then I kind of went a little bit too ambitious for 2016 and set it at 100 and I had to knock it down to 50 and I didn't even make that mark. But I'm not disheartened by that because I'm still really happy with how many books I read. 2017, I do want to try and push myself to read more than a goal I have achieved. So I want to try and read more than 50 books. So I'm setting my goal at 60 books. And while I do hope that I meet it and maybe pass it, I definitely just want to try and beat a goal and a record that I've already set. So I want to try and firstly beat how many books I read in 2016. And then try and beat how many books I read in 2015 and then try and get to that goal. So while I hope I read 60 books, I'm not going to be too disheartened or anxious or worried about trying to meet that goal. I just want to get as close to it as I possibly can. I also want to finish more series. Currently I'm reading, and I've written this down, the Percy Jackson series, the Selection series, Pretty Little Liars, Rosemead Beach, Miss Peregrine's. I think there are others. Oh, the Asylum series, the Mary Poppins series. There are a couple of series where I've either read the first book, I've read the first few books, or I'm some way through it. And I just keep picking up other books or I keep starting other series. I really want to finish a couple of these series in 2017, particularly the ones I'm nearly finished, or the trilogies. I definitely think I can finish the Miss Peregrine's trilogy. I can definitely finish Percy Jackson. I can definitely finish the Selection. I can definitely finish Mary Poppins. Other ones like Pretty Little Liars and Rosemead Beach, there are a lot more books in those series, but I want to finish more series before I start more series. I want to try and finish the year with only a couple of series I'm reading. Not including the series where books are still coming out and I'm reading them. I'm not counting them. Just the series where books have finished coming out and I'm far behind. I just want to finish series before I start more, and I want to end the year with hopefully less started series than I do right now. For 2017, I also want to read more classics and more non-fiction. I'm not going to set myself goals I want to read a classic book every month or a non-fiction book every month. I just want to try and read more than I have. I don't read many classics. The only reason why I've read classics in this past year was I did an English literature subject where I was reading classics, and that was really fun. I really enjoyed what I read. So I read them at the start of the year and I didn't really read any more in the second half of the year because I'd sort of read too many at the start of the year, but I definitely want to try and read a couple of classic books this year, and I definitely want to read more non-fiction. I read 3 non-fiction books during this year, and they were mainly YouTuber books, which I have nothing against. They were really interesting, but I definitely want to try and read more. I want to try and read a mix of biographies and autobiographies and a bit more of history stuff. I love history and I just need to read some more non-fiction like that. I also want to cut down on my book buying. I've said this before. I'm trying to stick to at least 5 books a month. Or I'm trying to stick to around 5 books a month, and this doesn't include books that maybe I'm sent for review or books that I get in subscription boxes, just me buying books in general. Hopefully 5 books. I'm not going to be definitely 5 books every month. I want to try and cut back on what I've already been buying. You'll have noticed that in 2016 I had book hauls that had well over 10 books in them. They were all super long book hauls and I just want to cut down. As for booktube, I want to continue with what I'm doing, at least one video a month. I also want to change how I do wrap-ups. Every month supposedly every month I do a wrap-up video. I want to change and sort of go with what a lot of other people have been doing on booktube this year, and that is doing a wrap-up video for every 4 or 5 books you read. So you have books 1 to 5 and you do a wrap-up, and then 6 to 10 do a wrap-up like that. I really want to try that. I definitely think it would be better for me. I don't know, I'm going to try that system out. And this year I also want to try and do at least 1 video review every month. I do review all the books, well, most of the books I read over on my blog, and obviously I talk about them in my wrap-ups, but I do want to try and do at least 1 video review a month because I know there are some books where I have a lot of things to say about them that take too long in a wrap-up video, so at least 1 review video a month, hopefully. That was my plan for this year, but it never actually happened. So they're really all of my reading resolutions for 2017 at this point. I have a blog post with all these written on there, so there could be a couple that I've added since making this video, but I feel like it's a good start. I feel like it sort of covers every aspect of reading and blogging and booktubing that I kind of want to do, achieve, or change this for 2017. And just generally, I want to try and read as many books as I can and try and get through my bookshelf and my TBR, cut down on my TBR a little bit, and try and just read some amazing books. And yeah, that's the plan. Thank you. That is it for today's video. Please let me know in the comments below some of your reading resolutions for 2017, maybe how many books you're planning on reading and things like that, and let me know if you've made a similar video to this, because I'd love to go check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic new year and read as many books as you possibly can and read some fantastic books, and I'll see you guys in the new year with a new video. Bye.